Okay.
Yeah.
What is good, people? How you doing? How you living? How you feeling? Let us know how your day is going, the beginning of your week, whatever you want to tell us. Let us know.
Whatever it is, just let us know, man.
We're here to help. What's up, Trav? He's a Kilo League, high stakes. What's up, T Hoot? What's up, Styles? What's up, Ja? What's up, Nick? What's up, Alex? First time watching the live stream. Let's go, Cinnamon.
Hey, man.
What's up, Styles? It's good to have you guys all in the chat. Let us know who we're hanging out with. Drop a like on your way in to show some love. We see you, Dane. What's good, Brody? We see you, Jason. What would you guys give up for Jamar Chase, my left nut? What's up, Silky? What's up, Adrian? Daniel says 93 days until kickoff.
Talk it up. Something special is happening.
That's right. We are getting closer and closer every day. We see you, Space. We see you, Kawuda. We see you, Hanif. We see all of you guys in the chat. So we are here today to do another real rookie draft. Real league, real money on the line, and we're happy that you guys are here. Excited for you guys to watch with us. You guys know the deal, but in case anyone is watching with us for the first time, or in case, but Aki, can you send this link to the stream to the draft chat? In case anyone in the chat hasn't really, or in the league, sorry, hasn't heard some of the rules, we're gonna go over a couple ground rules here before we get started. Okay, so first thing is first, let's talk to the chat. Chat was good. It's good to have you guys here. I hope you've had a fantastic start to your week. I hope good things are happening for you. And we're going to have a lot of fun here on the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. Just so we're all on the same page, this is a real rookie draft, real people, real league.
That's right.
It's not a mock draft. There's real money on the line. So with that comes a certain expectation we have of you guys, and you guys have been absolutely killing it. Firstly, like we said, it's a real draft. So the main thing that we're asking from you guys is don't be that guy in the chat who is saying like, why is this player still available? Why is this player still available? Okay, you see a bunch of people commenting the word cinnamon. That's our safe word. So if someone's talking about someone who's still on the board, cinnamon is a safe word. But
gotta have a safe word at time. You know what I'm talking about? Safe word.
Exactly. So like
cinnamon.
For example, if Bijan's at the 1-3, I know he's probably going to go off the board first or whatever, right? But like, don't be saying, why is this player still available? Why is this player still available? There's nothing worse than when you're in a real draft, like with your friends, and you're in 2 picks, you're 2 picks away, and someone says, wait, why is Le'Veon Bell still on the board? And then that person on the board's like, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll draft Le'Veon Bell. And you're like, oh my God, it was going to fall to me, right? So just don't be that person in the chat. If a player is drafted, talk about them until your heart's content. And along with that goes, a little bit of understanding from us to you. Just understand that we're in this draft. It's a real draft for us, real teams, real money on the line. So if you have some questions about players, we might not be able to be the most attentive to the chat today because we're more focused on having a good draft than we are really talking to the chat as a whole. So just keep that in mind. We love you. Thanks for hanging out with us. And I'm glad you guys get to see these real drafts. I know a lot of people love them. So now to the guys who are drafting with us in the Kilo League. First off, thank you so much for the love. Thanks for the support. Appreciate you guys supporting us over on Flock Fantasy with our code LAND. Link in the description if anyone else out there wants to do so. But a couple rules. There will be 5 minutes on the clock for the first 2 rounds. Badaki, can you find the comp pick for us?
After reels already.
Okay, so after the first 2 rounds, we will swap to 3 minutes per pick. Now, in our leagues, we do it a little bit differently than some people out there. I know a lot of people have adopted this. It's cool to see it's kind of, taking off. But what we do is the top 6 seeds, those guys make the playoffs. They fight for the championship. The bottom 6 seeds, so 7 to 12, those guys get put in a consolation bracket. And they fight it out and whoever wins that consolation bracket wins a comp pick. Now, what is a comp pick? It's quite simple. After the 2-12, before the 3-1, we pause the draft. You said True Reels won it last year?
Yep.
So I'll ask True Reels. I'll say, hey, who do you want added to your team? You won the comp pick. And then I will manually, as the commissioner, go in and add that player to his roster. Then we'll refresh the page. It won't show up on the draft board, but that player will be picked by the comp pick, and it will be on True Reels' team.
That's right.
The last thing we need to explain quickly is the trade window. Everyone knows about this by now, but every owner has one trade window. They can only call it when they are on the clock, and it just pauses the draft. It gets them a 5-minute timer to talk any sort of trades that they want to. I've already got a couple deals in my inbox before we even start this thing.
And be careful. And I guess that's a good point, a good little segue. And if we see us looking down, kind of what Zach's doing right now, it's because we're actually looking at our phones. It's easier to kind of communicate, send real trades, trying to make deals as we're live right now with you. So if you see us looking down, it's not because we're on our phone on Instagram or on TikTok. It's actually because we're trying to make a trade. So don't take that in any type of way. We're just trying to do what's best for our team. But yeah, I think that's about it. Hey.
Yeah.
That is about it. We have about 4 minutes left until technically the draft starts. I don't think there's anything else. True Reels, excuse me, did get the comp pick, and I did win this league. As you can see, I'm at the 112. So it kind of worked out for me. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, why don't we take a second and look at our teams, by the way?
Yeah, have a look. Have a look at the teams.
So I've got quite a few picks here. The 1-3, the 1-6, the 201, the 2-3, the 2-9, and the 2-11. To everyone who is drafting with us, I am open to moving picks. Honestly, if you're going to send me an offer for the 1-3 or the 1-6, it's going to cost a lot. I really love that range. And I'm open to moving back from the 1-3 if the 1-4 and the 1-5 want to get a quarterback at the 1-3. Otherwise, I'll probably take best player available.
Yeah.
But with these second round picks, I'm very open to moving them if the price is right. Badaki has all of his picks at the edge there. And here's our teams. Oh, this is Alpha. So here's my team. I've got Justin Fields, James Conner, David Montgomery, DK Metcalf, Chris Olave, Hunter Henry, Jalen Waddle, Amari Cooper, Geno Smith, I've got Trey Lance, Baker Mayfield on the bench, Damian Harris, Treylon Burks. You know it wouldn't be my team without Treylon Burks. Rashid Shaheed. We've got Jerome Ford and Jake Ferguson on the bench. And then Badaki's team. Where's Badaki's team?
Bougie Juju.
You've got Pat Mahomes, Jacobs, Stevenson, Tyreek, T. Higgins, Mark Andrews, Wandale, Jerry Jeudy, Daniel Jones. On the bench, we've got Lenny Fournette, Juju.
Really no one.
Yeah, not much on the bench.
Not much on the bench, so I got to get some pieces here.
So I see people are active. Why don't we go ahead and start this thing off? And Can I ask from the chat, can you guys do us a favor? Go ahead and drop a like. 85 people watching. Let's get up to 80 likes. With your help, I think we can get there. When you drop a like, it just helps the channel grow. You're just telling the algorithm, hey, send this out to more people. So go ahead and do us a favor. Hit that like button. We're showing you a real draft. Show some love if you don't mind. Without further ado, we are going to begin the 2023 Kilo Rookie Dynasty draft, and Hand the Man is on the clock at the 101.
Let's see what happens. Let's see who he goes. Let's see what happens.
What's up, Dave? What's up, Angel? Welcome in.
How we feeling?
Silky says, I implemented the trade window from your guys' stream in our league this year. I hope they like the comp pick idea as well. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Ethan says, Badaki for president, start the movement.
Hannah's already trying to make deals here.
Richardson available. Scott says, hey dudes, how is it going from Scotland? Very good.
Hey man,
what's up from Scotland? That is awesome.
Scotland.
Hey, who do Scottish people root for in the NFL? Like, is there a certain team that Scottish people root for, or is it just like maybe you fall in love with a player and then you like a team?
They have like the NFL. You see the NFL program where it's like,
as Bijan goes off the board.
Bijan goes off the board. Where like teams are like, oh, there you go, Anthony Richardson. Now you're on the clock here. I'll let you do your thing. Looks like you could be feeling office here. Hit me up. Yeah, certain teams are like allocated to the international the international program, which is different countries. Teams like support different countries, or different countries support different teams. So like, for example, Australia is linked with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Why? Have no idea. Maybe there's a huge population of Rams and Eagles fans here. I'm not necessarily sure why that is the case. Okay, here we go. I found it. Let's see if there's a Scotland one. It's not Scotland, but the UK. I'm assuming that is, or Northern Ireland only, which is the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's kind of where it looks like.
Yeah, so I'm on the clock here. You know, I was looking at True Reels and McBusta's team.
True Real McBusta.
And ideally, I'd move back with them. I think True Reels could definitely use a quarterback unless he feels super confident in Kenny and Jared, which he might. I would be willing to move back, but I'm not sure if he would want to make a deal.
Yeah, all my friends and work colleagues pretty much support different teams. Yeah, look, in the UK, according to the UK, there's a lot of teams that are affiliated with, I guess, the United Kingdom, right? So Chicago Bears, Jacksonville, Miami, the Vikings, the Jets, the Steelers, and the 49ers. So it's pretty big. Couple different countries obviously out there. I'm interested to see what that is. Spain has the Bears, Miami as well. Mexico got man teams. Anyways. Savage Badaki 2024. 2.5 minutes here. Doesn't want to use his trade window. That is fine. Maybe he uses it later. Zach also has the 103 and the 106. So let's see what he does here. Where's Jake still available? It's all tied up at the NBA Finals. 1-1 Miami Dolphins. I mean Miami Dolphins. Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. How are we feeling about the series? What do you not you, Zach, but I guess the chat. Sorry, I didn't really specify there. Who's taking it? I think we all had this conversation. I said Nuggets before. But Miami is really, really fighting for it, huh? Right, Tyreek Hill is gonna run circles around the Nuggets. Miami Dolphins is 6. That's funny. To a running point.
Miami Dolphins in 6.
Have y'all seen Tua though? Tua looks jocked, bro. He looks big. Yes, this is the last week, so today is our second to last rookie draft, and then our last rookie draft of the off season is going to be Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is going to be the last one that you guys are going to see, and then I think we're going to have to figure out what the heck we're going to do in those days. Probably just Dynasty startups, to be honest, or maybe we'll do something different. So let's see.
All right, Bryce Young is going to be the pick unless I make a deal. So, like I'm not tricking anyone here. Bryce Young will be the pick, just so everyone knows. I'm not just saying it in the chat and then in the draft chat and not doing it. I promise you, it will be him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here doesn't want to come back.
I'm gonna go ahead and draft Bryce Young here. Already feel really good about this quarterback room with Geno, Fields, and Lance. But I think Bryce is the best value on the board still. So whether I keep him and I move one of those other quarterbacks, I know there are teams in this league who need quarterbacks. So we'll see how we go here.
What's up, Jordan? Then CJ Stroud right off the board. Now True Reels is on the clock here.
Yeah, and I felt like he needed a quarterback. He didn't want to make a deal, but I mean, fair enough. He might have, like right now, his quarterback room is Tannehill, Goff, Pickett. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't feel confident in that, but maybe he does.
Yeah.
And he goes Jahmyr Gibbs, so I'm on the clock here. And this is a no-brainer, but again, I'm always going to take my time and field offers. So
yeah, let's see what he does. Oh man, imagine if he had the Zeta League. That would be kind of wild. Packers over 49ers and Cowboys to the success per 90s and more limited TV. Yeah, that makes sense, Scott. Makes sense why they're big fans out there.
People want to know how I got the 201.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
Jeez, I wish I could.
How'd you done that then?
I don't remember. How did I get the 201? It was Han the Man's 201. I think I sent him I think I sent him Sam Howell. Let me double check. Was that the trade? I think I sent Han the Man Sam Howell. Yeah, so I got the 201. And I sent him Sam Howell and a third-round pick. And the man says your team is stacked to the point I don't think anyone will give you what you want. Make your pick. Let me take my time, bro.
Let the man cook. Yes, Andre, I will do that. Let's see. He sent a screenshot in the chat. I wonder if it was a trade. No, it wasn't.
Screenshot in what chat?
Nah, it wasn't a screenshot. It said an image, but it was just like his little emoji thing. Hurry up, make your pick. Jokes. So ATJ goes Anthony Richardson. And he has. Okay, let's
Yeah,
see.
ATJ needed a quarterback for sure. He had Mariota and Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Mariota and Sam Darnold. But he has 4 picks from the 108 to the 111. Let's see what he does there. Pittman managers were in shambles for a bit today. Yeah, it was. No, you know why it wasn't in shambles, actually? I had Michael Pittman, and they immediately said was not a big name. So I thought it was going to be another wide receiver. I thought it was going to be like an offensive lineman or something, or like a defensive lineman, but it's actually Isaiah Rodgers, which is not terrible, I guess, but he had a decent season, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, let's go ahead and pair Geno Smith up with Jordan
Pair him
Addison.
up. You got to
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Welcome to the squad, brother. Welcome to the squad. And now McBusta is on the clock.
Make a move. Make a move.
ATJ says these 4 picks are going to go quick unless someone... Okay, so McBusta is going to activate his trade window.
Okay.
So we have our first trade window of the day.
All right, let's see what McBusta wants here.
I have been kind of like looking at my phone the entire time since the 103.
No, you're fine.
The guy from
You're
Scotland,
fine.
what team did he say that he roots for?
I think he said no. I think you asked him what are the teams that they root. It was like
Yeah.
He's like, you know, they support a lot of different teams, but there's like Packers, Cowboys, because like TV and in the 90s that was pretty popular then, like those bigger teams.
Yeah.
At that time.
Gotcha. Packers. Go, Pack, go. Okay. Scott says, discovered you guys recently and really enjoy the content. Startup Dynasty and wanted your thoughts on Sky Moore. We talked about Sky Moore and there's a video on our channel, Scott, called Must Hold Players, and that's only within the last 2 weeks. You can find that video. We go into depth on Sky Moore there. I'm watching from Kenya, Matt says. Any advice for Superflex team with Lance and Bryce Young? Ride the wave, baby. But that's awesome. You're watching from Kenya.
That's what's up, brother.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Kenya.
Some guy says, where do you feel like the major teardrops are after in this class? To me, that's the 106. After that, I think there's a big teardrop. But we've talked about that pretty openly before.
No. I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to make a trade here. Let's see. Sorry. Some guy I am in on Quentin. You know, it's a big conversation here. I really love Quentin Johnston. I believe he has a talent to be the wide receiver one. He does go to the Los Angeles Chargers. I would say it has the best landing spot with the quarterback out of the wide receivers. You can argue that could be Lamar Jackson. But in a fantasy perspective, I love Quentin going to the Los Angeles Chargers. And Keenan Allen and Mike Williams.
All right, that is the trade window. Sorry to interrupt you there. I got to put him back on the clock. Go ahead. Sorry.
Should be walking here soon. So, yeah, I'm a big believer in Quentin Johnston. Talk it up, Chris. Oh shit, Styles, you're absolutely right. I apologize. F me, I'm so sorry. I just completely blanked there. Shit. Man.
Jordan Addison is the pick, and now ATJ is on the clock.
It don't matter.
Well, ATJ has the next 4 picks, so it does matter.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. It's not like I feel like we all know who's potentially gonna go here unless he goes really wild.
Yeah.
But that's funny. Let's see what ATJ does here. The 112. 112 is open if anyone wants. Let's see. Me too needs cinnamon emoji. Yes, Chris, I did watch the race.
Yeah, he was saying he likes my hat. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, I like Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, Zach Charbonnet, Will Levis, all off the board. It's quick fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Quick fire. Here we go. And I am on the clock here, and I'm just going to be honest. I'm taking Dalton Kincaid no matter what. So if anyone wants Dalton Kincaid, because I got Mark Andrews, but if you don't want, we can have a conversation. So you come talk to me. I'm not going to use my trade window here.
Okay.
Already got some people. Here we go. Take your time.
I did watch the race this weekend. It was pretty boring, to be honest. I mean, we really needed weather to change for that to be an interesting race. Unfortunately, just was not very interesting. Chaotic says, I don't know why it's so relaxing to watch. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Shout out to McBusted Draft. Yes, Badaki did win the league. I will show you guys his team. Pat Mahomes, Jacob Stevenson, Tyreek, T. Higgins, Mark Andrews, Wandale, Jerry Jeudy, Daniel Jones. On the bench, it's Mitchell, Juju. Not a lot on the bench, but he knows that. Thanks for the sub, Taylor. Hanif says, show YouTube the squad. All right. We'll have a look at Hanif's team here. He's got Davis Mills, Kyron Williams, McCole Hardman, Clyde. I mean, this is just a superstar lineup. But we do have Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray on the bench, Dobbins, Jamar Chase, Khalil Herbert, Tony Dotson, Njoku, Pat Fryermuth. I don't understand why your starting lineup looks like that. But you've got obviously very good players. They're just all on your bench. Okay, Badaki's obviously talking about deals right now. Studies have shown that real draft streams regulates blood pressure and improves mood by 35%. That's the kind of stats we need in our life. Wow.
Studies show.
Studies show. Is that an upside down Nike swoosh? No, it's a McLaren logo.
That's funny.
Dan Lick says, I wish I played Dynasty in 2018. How did that draft look with Baker, Saquon, Rose, and Allen Lamar? Oof. That was an interesting one. Saquon definitely went first, but there was a lot of disagreement on the quarterbacks. Josh Allen and Lamar definitely weren't like the first quarterbacks off the board. Scott says, I'm a Pats fan. First game watched was Rams-Titans. Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Bought a Bledsoe jersey in the year he was gone. I like red, white, and blue, which is the same as my soccer team. Fair. Don't let you distract you from the fact that Michael Porter Jr. is averaging 1 assist per game in the playoffs. It's so weird watching him shoot the ball. Like, his motion is so clunky, but he shoots so well. It's so weird. Like, he looks so stiff. It does not look fluid at all to me, but he shoots the ball so well. Shout out to the 140 people watching the stream. Do us a favor. Go ahead and drop a like. Let's get to that 100 mark. With your help, we can get there, right? Only 24 likes away from 100. So, yeah. And I am going to go ahead and call my trade window.
Another trade window here.
Here we go. Send me offers.
Wow, Dalton Kincaid at the 112. Sheesh.
Sheesh.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Dalton Kincaid's up for grabs if anyone wants. I'm gonna put that in the chat right now. Come talk to me. Let me put it in here in this chat. Being concerned about Zay Flowers sharing target, I guess because he's off the board. I think no matter what, everyone's going to share targets in that offense. You know, we don't really know. What I can say is that Mark Andrews is going to be the number one target. Now, who's going to be the number one target in the wide receiver room? I think we can all say if OBJ stays healthy, it's probably going to be him. At the same time, you know, Zach and I kind of been talking about this. We just got this gut feeling of Rashad Bateman as well, and I think Zay Flowers is going to be a huge part of that. Maybe it's not this year, maybe it's next year if OBJ doesn't re-sign with this team, which I don't believe so.
I'll be right back.
So, no worries. Which I don't believe so. So I'm very interested to see what that's going to look like. But I do agree with Adrian. He will be fine long term. I think a lot of people have been disrespecting Zay Flowers. Like over our very first rookie draft, he went at the 201. That's how like disrespectful it was getting. I think we kind of reset that. Now it's consistent 109, 110. You know, some people take Charbonnet over him or Dalton Kincaid over him. But he's been a consistent 109, which I feel really comfortable with. So what's the price to upgrade from Zay to Addison? I think in a rookie draft here, I think somebody, I'm not saying I would do this. I'm just speaking out loud. Maybe like a late second if you just want to get the deal done, a random third to get the deal done. If you don't really see what that looks like, or if you need to get that deal done, that's what I'm happy to do. If you really see the difference between Jordan Addison, Quentin, and Zay Flowers, yeah. I mean, some people would do a straight swap. I would say, like, if somebody really wanted Quentin for Zay, or whatever the case may be, I think some people would do a straight swap. But everyone's always trying to get more out of it. Yeah, see, so that's what Brian see. He had the 109, didn't want Flowers. 12, 203, got A-Chain and Mingo. If you want to do something like that, sure. You know, like, if I can move back and get like a random sec, I would say from the 205 to the 209, I feel really comfortable in that range. But I don't think a lot of people really want to give that up just to move one spot, you know, give a random second. So I think it just depends. On my screen, it says you have less than a minute. Just just keep that in mind. But I feel like it was necessary to grab shots. Yeah, ATJ, it's okay. I mean, I had a feeling Dalton Kincaid might have fell to me. Was gonna fall to me. I was either gonna be really happy with any of the three, Sharby, Will Levis, or Kincaid. I saw that you had, if I'm not mistaken, you have Kyle Pitts. So I was like, actually, Dalton Kincaid had a really good chance of falling to me. So I'm happy that turned out the way I thought.
All right, my time is up. I got to put myself back on the clock.
Don't really depend on you. Yeah, don't got much to offer if I really wanted to offer. Back on the clock here. Zach is currently cooking. Let's see what he can do. That's right. Yeah, I agree, Adrian. I completely agree. I think going to that offense, like a lot of people didn't like a wide receiver going there. You know, like people had all those 4 wide receivers going to that offense. And I feel really comfortable with Lamar. I feel really comfortable with what he can do. Like, yeah, OBJ wasn't there when we were having those conversations. But OBJ is not the long-term answer. He's like 32 years old or something like that. Exactly. So, like, and, you know, everyone always talks about 1 year, or we talk about fantasy in the future. I think I think Zay is going to be perfectly fine. I mean, Rashad Bateman could be in question even the year after. So what does that look like? I mean, if we're really looking at this whole offense, OBJ's injury prone, Rashad Bateman's injury prone. If both of those guys miss time, Zay Flowers is going to be the guy there with Mark Andrews. So I feel just really confident in that. But we can definitely be wrong. So see what Zach's cooking up here. I don't got much, man. I wish I could offer you something, but don't have much. Got the 212. Unless you're looking for like a random 24-second, if you're happy with that.
No,
I just don't
do that.
Just don't have anything to give you. Got Juju. I got no depth on this team, but I won.
I'll send you a little something, Badaki.
I wonder who I had on.
I'll send you a little something here.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, I'm not gonna like, this is probably the best I would offer. So just let me know. But we have 2 minutes on the clock here. Just send it through.
On 211. Oh, that is a tough one. That's a tough one because it all depends on who's going to be there at the 211. No, I'm gonna hold. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to come back to that trade, but it's hard to kind of.
I mean, I can't like take who you want here.
I know exactly.
You know?
I know that's the hard part, because if you are going to take somebody that I am going to take here at the 201, then
okay, and
there's still somebody at the 211, then we can have a conversation.
Okay, if it's not close, okay, then this is the last thing I can send you. Otherwise, I'm going to make my pick.
Let me see.
And I think that puts you in the range to take who you want.
Who I want. Yeah. I didn't even know you had the 209. I'm just trying to think. Because if he's not, then if I'm going to be, what does that look like?
45 seconds here.
Let's just hold. Let's just continue without it. I don't want to put you on that. I don't want to be like last second. So
all right, I'm going to take Devon A chain here.
Mm-hmm. Make the deal. Let's see. Maybe it could be done with the 203. No. Let me not say that.
I have a deal for the 203 in place as well, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
I mean,
is it bad enough?
I'm not opposed to looking at that deal for the 203, but
let's just see.
It's Devin. No, it's Devon, Styles. We've been corrected.
Gosh, we've been corrected every time.
Brian, he wasn't offering me a random 24 first. He was offering me a random 24 second. I would definitely take a random 24 first.
Trade window for ATJ.
Okay, ATJ's trade window is available. Oh, that was his response to me. My bad, guys. My bad. All right, so ATJ's trade window has begun. He's got 5 minutes on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Is it bad that I want more? Is it too late for us?
Shout out to SZA. What albums y'all listening to nowadays? Fam? Chap? You guys over hear me singing this because I actually genuinely love music. Every time I'm with y'all, I listen to music. Every time I'm doing something. Yeah, what genre I listen to. So for me, I'll get a start. I love anything R&B, neo soul. I love I to be honest, I love all types, right? But my go-to is definitely like I guess the genre right now, I guess you can say is neo soul R&B. I'm more of R&B. I'm more of a, laid back type vibe. That's why SZA is pretty big when she came out with her stuff. I love like Lucky Day. I love Ella Mai, Kalani. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but
ATJ says his pick will be Kendra. Open moving back to get a little extra draft capital.
okay. Okay, that's fine.
Honestly,
Cocomelon puts on some
if
hard
it actually
hitters,
is Kendra, then that takes a lot of pressure off me at the 2-3. Now that I think about it.
Oh, that's good. Cocomelon, that's hilarious. You gotta love a boogie. King of New York. I don't even know. Let me some country. Texas Sun or Texas Moonbadaki. I'm gonna look up this Leon Bridge. Texas Sun. It just sounds super country. Let's see. Texas Sun. Leon Bridge. Here we go. I'm listening to it. This is a black country singer? I think it might be. Anderson .Paak. Yeah, I like Anderson .Paak.
NFL and CBS theme repeat.
We are. Even though I know that's different. Oh my goodness. It's real country, man. I don't know any. There's one country song I do know, actually, guys. I'm going to tell you exactly. Dang, what's it called? All I know is
Tell them lock them doors and turn them lights down low.
The one that I know is like, I drive your truck, I'll roll every window down, and I'll burn up. I think I drive your truck. Yeah, I drive your truck by Lee Bryce. Every back road in this town.
Oh, someone is going to comment later. It's like, can you guys shut up and stop singing?
Honestly,
Can you stop singing? Just let us live our lives, okay? Please. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low.
That's the one I know. I'm trying to think. What was it? Dang, what's another one? Blanking on my fruits. Great song from Alex. Love that.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. If it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Bring it on home,
Dave
John.
says, I feel attacked.
Josh Turner is the goat of deep voice. Let us live our lives, please. Bustin' McRibs, appreciate the super chat, man. Says in the rebuild, would you take Kyler Murray or guarantee 24-101 Caleb Williams? Wow.
101, but I don't. And I love Kyler Murray, but I don't know that you can really guarantee that.
Exactly. How can you guarantee that 101?
Okay. ATJ says put him back on the clock, which I have done so.
He wants to jump in.
That's interesting. I think it's really hard to say if I would want to do that because anything can happen this year with Caleb. Not saying he's going to fail, but I'm interested. I would do that trade after the season, and maybe that is the risk I don't know. I guess that's tough. I think right now I would hold Kyler because if Caleb Williams does fail somehow, then which I feel like those chances are really low. What if he's not? What if
I
he's
just
not
more
the
am
best
like
101?
not sure how you actually guarantee the 101 in the league though. That would be what I would be worried about more. 142 people watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's a real draft. So you're just seeing kind of the inside of what that looks like. Do us a favor, drop a like if you have yet to do so. Just such a simple way to support the channel. Do appreciate the love, the support. So thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Only 7 likes away from 100.
the math checks out. With all your help, we can definitely get to 100. Okay, Kendre Miller is the pick.
$0.89 in the ashtray. Have some Gatorade bottle rolling down floor, something like that. Classic. I gotta think of another country song that I like. Dang, what's the? Now Zach's on the clock. Let's see what he's gonna do. I thought I had a country album on Spotify once, but I don't. Unlucky. I'll listen to that right now. Daniel, let's see. Is it by Alan Jackson? Let's get the lyrics up. Oh my goodness. This is next level right here. This is next. This this is like, this is what you see in those movies, and like people stepping in like a bar, and then like a bar fight breaks out. That's what it just took me to. That's a picture painted in my head. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a salute. That's so funny. Actually can't listen to that the whole way, I'm sorry. But good to know. It's a Dirt on My Boots is also catchy. Is that another song? Let's see. Dirt on My Boots by John. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say his last name.
Just John.
Let's see. You get some Dirt on My Boots. Let's get the lyrics up here. Been up since the crack of dawn, just trying to get paid. Hold on, let me wait until he actually starts singing. Oh my goodness. Oh, John Party. Fair. Wait for the card. Babe, have you ever heard the song Little Dirt on My Boots by John Party? That's what the chat's telling me to listen to.
No.
Have a little bit of dirt on my boots.
You just guessing what song it sounds like?
No, I'm literally listening to it right now. I'm listening to the lyrics. Well, give me a
Okay, Reb is on the clock. We
Reb's on
have
the clock here.
completed a trade.
What's the trade here?
I'll upload a screenshot so everyone can see, but we've been working on this one for days.
You like Luke Combs?
This has gone, not even just from the draft. It's been a deal that's been kind of brewing for a couple days here. And I'll just upload it, and you guys can see what we did. But Reb is on the clock here at the 2:03. My biggest weakness on this team was tight end. And I feel like I can compete. I didn't really love the idea of Michael Mayer. I could have gone Michael Mayer. I just don't even know who the quarterback is there. Honestly, I don't really know what to think. So what I did was I bought Dallas Goedert. So Dallas Goedert and the 309. You can't see that, but that's the 309 for the 203 and the 209. Dallas Goedert is now on the squad, and Reb is on the clock.
Love that. Reb is on the clock. You got 19 seconds here, Reb. Hopefully you know who you're picking, or you got a cue on, brother. Okay, let's see. Alcohol. Let's listen to it.
Jonathan Mingo is the pick.
Good pick. That's a good deal.
Yeah, we had been talking about that deal for multiple days. And I did not want to start the year with Hunter Henry as my starting tight end.
Yeah, that's fair. I know, Blaze.
So now the starting lineup's looking much better.
There goes
See
Mayer.
Michael Mayer off the board. So I still have the 211 and the 309 at my disposal.
Let's see. The True Rose on the clock. What does True Rose have?
If you were contending, would you send a random 24 first for Kittle? I don't think I would. I would need to know where that 21st ends up. But if it's tight end premium, probably. But I would need to know that it would be later. If it's not tight end premium, then no. Boot, Scoot, and Boogie.
Boot, Scoot, and Boogie.
Yep,
Here we go.
That's a classic.
You know that one, man?
Boot, Scoot, and Boogie.
With some honky talk near the counter line. This is another song, in the saloon, speakeasy. All the short shorts and the high cowboy boots, nice little white beaters. Come on in. Let me get a pint. Gosh, that's terrible. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone. It's actually all love.
Who is this guy, honestly?
Yeah.
You ever been in a hoedown?
A hoedown? What's that?
Sam Laporta off the board. No, that wasn't like a.
That was an actual thing.
No.
I was like, ever been in a hoedown, man?
Sean Johnson off the board at the 2-6.
Love that.
Hey guys, 2 likes away from 100. Can you help us get to 100, please? Please help us get to 100. We're not too far off. If you haven't dropped a like, go ahead and do so for us. And now John Perry's on the clock. This is John Perryon. Yon Don Perryon is on the clock at the 2-7. First pick of the draft. Joe said mockery is the best form of flattery. That's right. That's right. Talk it up.
Say less. Say less.
Okay. Tell me, what do you mean? Man. I mean, I'm adding Bryce Young to this team.
Yeah.
Which makes Geno Smith and Trey Lance movable.
Yeah.
I've got 3 first-round picks next year still.
Oh, boy.
We're building something here. Be patient, guys. We're building something. Rashee Rice goes off the board. And now True Reels is back on the clock. He went Rashawn Johnson. True Reels said, I'm going to get every line I can. So far, Gibbs and Laporta on the team.
Love that.
Is there any other Detroit Lions that are available?
D-Town, Ammonia. No, I don't think.
I know that's his squad. And let's see who he takes here. Pretty sure imitation, not mockery, but to each their own. Oh, true. Yeah, there is still. Send him in. Send him in. Send him in.
Oh, gosh.
Can someone help me out there? I mean, I grew up in Virginia.
Oh, here we go. I'm listening.
Josh Downs goes off the board.
Give me something. Give me a good country song here, Zach.
No. I never really am I was never a country singer guy, but I do remember watching like redneck things. Like I grew up
Oh gosh.
watching NASCAR. I freaking love NASCAR, dude. Like, I loved it growing up. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I still stand beside that. Jeff Gordon, the GOAT. Went to see some races. Went to a monster truck rally with my grandma.
Oh, man. Nan. You went there with Nan.
But I'm trying to remember the name of the show Jeff Foxworthy had. Was it like a stand-up or something? And he's like, you might be a redneck. What was the name of that show? You might be a redneck. I mean, that my dad watched that a lot when we were growing up.
You might be a redneck. That's the name of that.
It's like,
show.
if you did this, you might be a redneck. Is it just a Jeff Foxworthy show or something? I mean,
yeah. Is that is he a comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is it just a Jeff Foxworthy show? Is that what it's called?
I think it is. Jeff Foxworthy, so it might be a redneck. Then 1993.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah. It was a stand-up show. Okay, right. Yeah. It was his punchline for sure. Alex says, I went to my first race at Dover in 98. Went a Jeff Gordon fan, left a Dale Earnhardt fan. Hey, Dover's a fun race too. That's a small one if I remember right. Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. were your favorites. Yeah. Gotta love 3.
I'm gonna watch the
Here's your
NASCAR Dover highlights in 1998. Dover NASCAR highlights. Let's see what we got.
What part of Virginia? Newport News area? Newport News. One mile.
Man. You ever seen now I'm talking in a freaking accent. Have you ever seen the movie Harold Kumar escapes Guantanamo Bay or goes to White Castle? And they're like they were running away and they got stuck in the woods.
I don't
and
think so.
They see this little deer. And it's like, oh, look at the deer.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
And some dude shoots the deer. And they like start screaming, and some random like super country redneck dude comes up and like stabs the deer.
Oh my gosh.
And then takes the knife and like licks the knife, and he goes, "Yep, born in '04."
What the hell?
It's actually so funny.
Help.
It's so
Someone
funny.
help.
And then the way that like he tells, he's like, and then he goes like with his hands, and like, I don't know if you can see me, but he goes like this with his hands. He goes to the sun, and he goes, "Yep, we got about an hour left to hear of daylight." It's actually so funny. You actually should watch it.
I thought Harold and Kumar
so
was
funny.
the guys who got out of prison or whatever.
Yeah, there's one that they got out of prison. And
There's multiple, right?
There's one that he goes to White Castle. It's like Harold and Kumar go to White Castle or something like that. But,
Oh, okay.
yeah, born in '04. Tank Bigsby off the board.
Tank off the board. Get your little tank out and whip it about.
Oh, balls.
I will say White Castle, the restaurant, is absolute dog doo-doo.
Reb, I'm going to send you a trade here, Reb. I'm going to send you a trade, Reb.
Scoot and boogie.
Let me know what you think, brother. I'm just sending you a trade.
Enjoy your night, Macy. Enjoy your night.
Appreciate you.
Y'all think Tank is a threat to E-Team? Because I don't. I think a lot of people have gone too far with that. A trade just completed. So John got the 210, sent Reb a random second next year, basically.
Okay.
Which I like that deal for Reb. I think that's just put yourself in the opportunity next year, basically.
Yeah. Let's see what John does.
So I mean the deal, by the way, is quite simple. John gets the 210, Reb gets a random 24 second. I don't think we need to see a screenshot of that.
Just gonna send you a trade anyway, John. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't.
Look, I don't think that Tank is a threat that a lot of people on Twitter do. A lot of people think he's going to take the job, and I just think that's kind of ridiculous. I do think he's an important handcuff, and I think he will have a role. If anyone really thought that the Jags planned on Travis Etienne taking 74% of the opportunities, I don't know what to tell you. Like that was never going to happen. Nick Chubb last year had 56% of the rushing attempts. I mean, it was just never going to happen that Etienne was going to take 75, 80% of the opportunities. So I think he's an important depth piece. I still think that Etienne's going to be the one, but he definitely will have an important role.
Oh, I'm on the clock. Here we go. Okay, phenomenal. I send my 212 and my 312 for the 210.
Okay.
I'll take Jaden Reed here.
Yeah, I knew you specifically jumped me to do that. And you'll have to pay for the consequences later. You'll have to talk to God about that one.
We'll talk. I'll talk to him. Yeah, I'll talk to him. Yeah. Just needed. I actually.
I don't want to hear it.
He's gonna fall to me. No, I actually thought he was gonna fall to me. I was like, oh, he's gonna slip. No one's gonna notice. And then I saw your name. I was like, holy shit. I'm glad I like double checked because I was kind of like checked out. I was like, whoever is here at the 212, I'm happy with whatever. But good deal, John. Good deal. Oh, let's go, Boogie. Let's see, John. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So the deal styles, I sent my 212 and my 312 to acquire the 210. Jaden Reed was still on the board. I think he's going to be worth it. So I went to go snag him. Maybe it's not, but it's not. There wasn't really much that I was in love with here. And now Zach is trying to make a move. Maybe he's trying to move out of it. Maybe he's not. Let's see what he does. And then True Reels gets the comp pick right after the 212. Oh yeah. Not a country fan, but only hearing y'all sing country on the stream is the only singing I'll accept. Love that. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find. I don't. You probably can't. You probably can't play it, but Harold and Kumar. Harold and Kumar deer scene, right? Dang, this movie came out 14 years ago? Jeez. I'm actually just gonna put this link in the chat if anyone wants to watch it. That's what I was just watching. Oh, I'm making myself laugh over here. It's a classic. Zach's making moves here. He has about a minute 30, just under a minute 30 left here, trying to make something happen. Let's see what he's going to make happen. Not putting out my algorithm. Yeah, gotta be cinnamon. Gots to be a cinnamon. Let's see what he does. Just under a minute left now. Let's see what happens here. Just gonna give you another countdown here. 30 seconds on my clock. Just so you know, maybe put somebody in queue just in case. 20 seconds now.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a nail biter.
Okay, I mean, I'm trying.
Here we go.
I'm gonna take Marvin Mims here.
Fair.
Just
Respect it. I respect it. ATJ, I'm about to send you a trade right now. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait, but Jalen Hyatt. Okay, now comp pick for
Yep.
True Reels, and then we go to
Okay.
3 minutes.
I have a feeling who this is gonna be. Let's see.
True Reels.
Hendon Hooker. You don't say. Let's add Hendon Hooker to True Reels' squad. My guy
You
said,
love to
let me
see.
get every lion I possibly can. I love it.
You love
Okay.
to see it.
So, Hendon Hooker, done.
The Hammer Man.
Okay, now we change it to 3 minutes on the clock. And we will go ahead and resume this draft. If you refresh, Hendon Hooker will be off the board.
I'm just gonna wait and get ready for some trades. The 3-1. Someone's typing here.
ATJ, Zach Savage send offers for the 301.
See, he'll move back.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure who I really have to offer. I have the 309, but I'm not going to send like future picks for this one though. He's just tagging everyone.
You can just put all hand the man.
Yeah, just at all.
Huge love, Alex. Appreciate you, man. Cinnamon, Steve. We have a code word. Code name, Santa's got a brand new bag. How do you say bye in country? Bye. No.
Bye for now, y'all. I don't know.
Bye for now. See ya. Or good riddance.
So Han
Nah.
wants to call his trade window, so we're gonna give that to him. Bedaki, are you keeping track of trade windows?
Yes, I am. And the man. I know hi is howdy. Let's see. Dang. Don't say it yet. I actually want to think of this. Actually, I don't know. Just tell us. Bye.
Bye for now, yo.
Bye for now, yeah. Wait, Zach, this is so random. I don't know why I thought of this, but I guess talking about country, and I think of like the Home Mart channel being country, and I know your mom. You say like your mom's like your typical like Southern Belle type mom? Does she love like the Hallmark Channel?
She loves the Hallmark Channel.
Or do you know?
No, not really. I think she's indifferent on it.
Ah, okay, fair.
Yeah. Dude, shoot, and buggy.
I don't know, but I'm about to turn in. Is all. I'm about to turn in here, boys.
What's up, Kev? Welcome in. ABC.
What's happening, man?
Max says Mims over Reed.
You get it from each chair to say. well, well. All right. Yeah, nice little stretch, boys. Well, see you next week, huh?
I like it.
Yeah, that's funny. Let me see. He's looking for right now.
Who needs a quarterback?
Offers has been sent, he said.
How much time? We got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
Does Brock have picks today?
No,
Brock's got the
he has
411.
one. At the 411. There's only one person that doesn't have picks, and I'm pretty sure that is, I thought it was Chev, but maybe he does have Nate. He doesn't have any picks in this draft. Traded away all of his picks. Let me put some music back in my ears here. Just pretty quiet. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I have no depth in this team. I wonder what happened. What was my team last year? Why did I end up with not too many people? I had Jonnu Smith, Will Disley on this team. Kenny Galladay. Patrick Mahomes, finals week, dropped 32 points. Daniel Jones had 40 points in the freaking championship game. Justin Jefferson dropped 2 points. Oh my gosh, that must have been so frustrating.
Oh, let me see how much time we got left on this. 25 seconds on the trade window. 25 seconds.
Steve said, how much longer will you be doing team reviews on Sunday's live stream? Honestly, until we're going to be doing one every Sunday until maybe there's not one, or maybe it's an off week, or whatever the case may be, but we're going to continue to do them until I guess we have no more.
Yeah. All right, trade window is up. I got to hand the man back on the clock. And he goes Michael Wilson.
Okay.
And now ATJ is on the clock. He goes Tank Dell. Now John Herbert is on the clock. Let's see what he does.
John guys, I thought he had back-to-back picks, but he doesn't. Oh man, what a day already. What time is it? 11 o'clock over here. John said thanks for sniping me. He doesn't know what to take now, I bet.
Yeah, he says trade window, so we'll go ahead and give him his trade window.
John with the trade window on the third. John.
He says you're welcome.
Yeah, the race was pretty disappointing, huh?
Yeah, it was just really slow.
It was.
I mean, I blame it more on other teams rather than Red Bull. Other teams need to figure it out. Like, how has this version of the car been around now almost 2 years and you can't figure it out?
Yeah. I don't understand. So there's some good signs. I mean, I guess the race wasn't with Max. The race was just the middle of the track.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
but it's okay. Next is Canada. That's a 4 a.m. one. I'm not getting up for that one. I want to, but not really.
Yeah, I hear you.
Canada. Can't even think of the track. F1, the 2022 highlights. And it's Max Verstappen. Oh my goodness. So that's when Sergio Perez had to retire the car. I remember. I'm just rewatching. Unlucky. Let's see what John is trying to field here.
We could be cooking up a blockbuster here out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Come on, baby. Cook it up. I'm liking the random stuff. Cook it up.
Wow, I can't believe we just did that.
Here we go. Drake London, huh?
Okay. Oh, that's just so funny to me. I'll stop his trade window. I'll put myself on the clock.
Love that. Love that.
I can't believe that from a trade window that was dealing the 303, we decided to make a blockbuster. So I just drafted Jackson Smith and Jigba, and I wasn't in love with the idea of having him and DK Metcalf on the same team. I don't think you need to necessarily make a move, but if a move makes sense for both parties, then get a deal done. And
yeah,
out of him calling a trade window for the 303, somehow we ended up with this blockbuster, and I love it. I just think it's hilarious that this has happened. But here we are. I've got Drizzy Drake London on the squad now. Moved DK Metcalf. Let me see if I can hide this. Moved DK Metcalf a second next year in the 309. Got Drake London in the 303.
I'm happy with it. He's happy with it. I think it makes sense for both sides. And now I get to take... Yeah, I know there's a lot of good names on the board. But I'm kind of just going to say fuck it and go with my guy in this draft. That's Zach Evans. Welcome to the squad.
Welcome to the squad.
I am really loving this draft. This is probably the funnest draft I think we've had this year for me.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's a good trade. It's a good trade, man. Now McBuster is on the clock. Let's see what he does.
He goes Luke Musgrave.
He has back-to-back picks here.
And that's the last pick for me, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I have the 412, so GG's. Tajay Spears, now True Reels is on the clock. What?
I mean, I'm really excited to show you guys this team.
Chase Brown downtown.
I really had some concerns about my tight end. I addressed my tight end with Dallas Goedert in a deal. We can still make a move with our quarterbacks. Was a little bit concerned about having Jason and DK Metcalf. Move DK Metcalf. I mean, we're feeling good. And Chase Brown at the 3-6 is a very good pick from True Reels. Well done. I mean, that's a steal right there.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a good pick.
Silky, we have watched a lot of Tank Dell. And look, I think he can be, like, obviously, if you just look at his collegiate tape, right? I mean, he's an incredible separator, very twitchy guy, great route running. I'm just concerned that doing it at Houston, like as far as the college Houston, and then doing it in the NFL, I'm not sure how it translates at his size. What is he like around one? Is it 165 or something? Or is it 170? I can't remember. Yeah. There's just not many examples of that translating, but we've seen Devonta Smith be successful. You know, he's heavier than Tank Dell. I don't know. I mean, I would be cautiously optimistic, and a lot of that has to do with the depth chart. I mean, really, who are they going to throw it to? So, let's see. I'm not overly in love with Tank Dell. I think he's a fun pick in the 3rd round. That's what I'll say. It wasn't a lion. That's true. Chase Brown was not a lion. And then he goes Kayshon Boutte.
Bodie.
So True Reels is making a lot of picks today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 picks. I came into the draft with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I end up leaving with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm fine with that. It's Nico Collins season. Could be.
Gosh, imagine. I believe Nico, but at the same time, I don't.
It's Dalton Schultz season. That's what it actually is.
Gosh, imagine.
I actually feel like he could lead that team in targets.
Let's see what John does here. Kind of glad I traded away that 312. I mean, I would have been like, who? Oh, to find someone like you. Yeah. I want this to
And the man wants Drake. I don't know, man. I feel like I don't need to make any moves with this team. As far as like compromise anything. Let me see, Hand the Man. Let me see if anything makes sense.
Nah, you good, Silk. Once these players are off the board, we're happy to talk about him. But you know, if someone's not off the board and be like, "Yo, what do you think about this person?" And it's somebody's pick right now, then that would kind of be a problem. So. You got 5. Stenson Bennett. Wow, this is the oh, that was True Reels' pick. That trade just happened.
Oh, okay.
In front of my eyes there. Okay, so let's see. So True Reels traded away the 3-9 and got a 25 third. And then True Reels took Stenson Bennett.
It's Stetson, by the way. Stet instead of Stent. But
what am I saying?
Stetson.
Stetson.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Style says Stetson's going to lead the Rams to the Super Bowl, isn't he? Maybe.
Gosh. It's Devon. Gosh.
Steven says, by the way, I remembered a few years ago, I got in an argument with my coworker about it. FF stood for fantasy football or Final Fantasy. Yeah, I think people who play Final Fantasy would definitely.
They definitely see as FS as Final Fantasy for sure.
Yeah.
But we see it as fantasy football, so I'll look to the guys. FS stands for flea flicker. Bless you. Just on the middle left hand, the man. No worries, Slick. Silky. Silk. Yeah, I would agree, Steven. I think just, the gaming community. Final Fantasy's actually been around for a while. I don't think it's been around since as long as fantasy football. I wouldn't say Final Fantasy's been around like early 90s. Obviously, fantasy football's been around way earlier, but they got a good little couple years in, so it's not bad.
Let's see what Hand the Man does here at the 310. Tyler Scott off the board.
Now John has back-to-back pick here. Let's see where he goes.
Hendon Hooker is already off the board, guys. He was the comp pick. We mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but some people might not have been here. The comp pick won't show on the board, but it was the comp pick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have we talked about the Colts news? Not yet. Mighty Boots, that was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, Isaiah Rodgers, with all the speculation of him betting on his own. Oh, a kilo trade just been done. Let me just see. Sorry. So True Reels gets to 312. and the 311. He sends John the 309, which was Bennett, and a 25-4. 25 fourth rounder. Okay. What's up, my booch? So yes, Isaiah Rodgers, a cornerback for the Indianapolis Colts, apparently was betting on Colts games on a second account, like somebody's account. I don't know how he got dobbed in or an investigation or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it is very interesting. And a lot of people were sweating thinking it was Michael Pittman, but it was not. So it is pretty wild. Yeah, he bet on hundreds of games. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, for real. Sean Tucker. No, the 312. Final Fantasy 1 came out December 18th, 1987. Yeah, fantasy football's been there way before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they used to do it in newspapers back in the 50s.
Back in the 50s, really? I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow, Chris Rodriguez.
Off the board.
Never seen him go that high before.
First fantasy football league was in 1962, Justin says. So, yeah, my bad. Not the 50s, the 60s.
You know, I got much in the man, but I'll send you something. Never mind.
We are back.
Easy. Now, ATJ, McBride. Rev got back-to-back picks here. Let's see where he goes. Jim Brown, 101 RIP. Yeah, man. All love, Jim Brown. Jim Brown downtown. I want him. Hold on. Just send you a trade, Reb. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make something happen here. That'd be kind of wild. Should I trade Christian Kirk and Brandon Cooks for Chris Godwin on a win now team? I personally wouldn't do that. I like Christian Kirk and Brandon Cooks for win now scenarios. I think Chris Godwin is not a win now wide receiver personally, at least this year. I did bring Chris Godwin as a trade for a trade buy low candidate, kind of, because only 28 years old. I actually have an article here coming out in a couple days. He's 27, going to be 28 next year. And I won't be surprised if I see him, you know, getting traded to a team or getting a longer contract extension. This team is a tank for Caleb's type of scenario. And if Caleb Williams is this guy that everyone is saying, I really am happy to acquire Chris Godwin, but not for Christian Kirk and Brandon Cooks. I think he's a good buy low candidate right now. A lot of people are just trying to sell Chris Godwin.
There goes Luke Schoonmaker off the board.
Schoonmaker. So I would personally be holding Kirk and Brandon Cooks. I think a lot of people also scared about Christian Kirk because of Calvin Ridley, but I am not one of them.
Someone commented on one of our videos, said I'm in a rebuild, and after this video, I traded Deebo Samuel in my 109 for his Jameson in the 111. And I was like, that's great. I love that.
Luke Shoemaker. Eric Gray off the board. Now McBust on the clock here.
Trey Tucker off the board. Cinnamon.
Steven said, who leads the Chiefs in receptions this year? All stuff to say. Outside of Kelsey. I think if Tony can stay healthy, I think he definitely can.
Yeah.
But if Tony doesn't stay healthy the whole season, I would have to say Sky, but I don't feel confident in that, to be honest. Maybe it just says I've been doing fantasy football since before the internet. You got sheets of paper with the free agents and call out our picks on a Friday night to the commish. That's sick, man. Then find out on Saturday morning who you got. No surprise when said commish would always end up with the top free agent picks. Gosh. That is wild. Imagine being the commissioner and still giving yourself the best team but still losing.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. All right, True Real is about to make his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th and 11th picks here. My guy's going to work. Absolutely running to town, running a train on this draft.
Be careful. Don't know Washington. Now, John Perry got Rice Tillman. Let's see where he goes here. Styles says, any concern over Saquon's holding and Josh Jacobs? I don't think so, personally. I'm not sure how Zach feels, but I feel really confident that both those guys will be back unless they somehow get holes.
I think they'll figure it out.
Yeah, like the only way I see Saquon or Josh Jacobs no longer on the team or not playing is... Actually, I don't see that. But the only way I don't see him on their teams right now is if they somehow... If that team, the Giants and the Raiders, get a hole for either of those running backs, which I feel like I don't think that is going to be the case. But I think they will figure it out. I think Saquon will come back during true training camp, because right now it's all it's not mandatory, it's voluntary. So I think we'll see him in training camp. I don't think he's going to hold out. Tucker Kraft there, now True Reels. Rice Cake Randy says Tony hasn't had a full season since his junior year of high school. I think there's a real reason Andy Reid brought in Rice. He's a completely different built wide receiver who's on the roster. Yeah, that's what I believe, a different wide receiver, what is he, 6'2", 200 plus. I think that's exactly the type of player that they need. They need a big body guy, that can go up and get the ball. He may not be the fastest, he may not be the sexiest route runner, but he can go up and do the things that he needs to do. A.T. Perry off the board, now Rebs on the clock. Hope he goes to breakfast with Patrick. Yeah, I hope so too. Puka Nuka off the board.
Dang, I was hoping Puka might fall to the waivers.
He wasn't. That was the person I was right there. So he wouldn't have gone, but yeah.
Yeah, fair.
EJD, the longer Tampa goes without signing another running back, the better Sean Tucker picks looks. Yeah. Let's see what happens, man.
Yeah.
I don't see them signing anyone else. I don't
know.
Yeah, want to go there.
I mean, there's not really a reason for them. Like, would they bring in Zeke? They're not going to bring back Lenny, Kareem. I don't see them bringing anyone in. I think this will be the room.
I think so as well.
We'll see. Puka not going on drafts in any of your guys' leagues. I think there was like one league I was able to spend all my fab on him for the lulz. But yeah, Sean Tucker. Let's see, man. Undrafted free agent. That is a big hill to climb, but I know we all like his talent. So
I'm believing. Come home. Come home. Yeah, Rice. I mean, let's see what happens. I think I like him. I like this offense. When he came in, I think he was my a top 8 wide receiver for me out of these rookies at the time. And we were talking about if he goes to a team like this offense, and they traded up to go acquire Rice. So I'm actually really excited to see how he looks in this offense. And that was kind of one of the biggest things that you kind of mentioned earlier. He brings something completely different. He brings a big body wide receiver that can go up and get the ball, compared to like these small jittery slot wide receivers, maybe that has speed, maybe that can create separation, which is great. Yeah. But sometimes that doesn't always work. So
I would have very, very low expectations for Rasheed in year one. I wouldn't be surprised if Sky Moore had more targets and receptions than Rashee Rice. I'm not saying it's a lock, but I just wouldn't be surprised. So, look, it's the issue for me is that learning the Andy Reid offense is different to learning your normal offense. There's so many little nuances to it, and I don't see Rice with he's got a long way to go as a route runner. Unless they just plan on using him as like a screen guy, slant guy, get the ball to him quick and let him operate in space. I think it's going to take him a little while for him to really find his way. I don't expect him to be a huge producer year one. But again, look, he could outperform Sky in year one. It's definitely possible, but it depends if they have a specific plan for him. Because if the plan is for him just to get acclimated to the league and find his way in the wide receiver room, then I don't think he's going to absolutely shine year one. But if they have a specific game plan for him, then that's a different story, because I wouldn't put it past Andy Reid having a specific idea for a player that he drafts, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Mighty Boot says, see the headline where Rachaad White said he expects a lot of balls to come his way. Yeah, I like Rachaad White. I mean, I see a lot of people asking questions about Rachaad. I mean, I have been encouraging people to buy Rachaad White. His price was really affordable in my opinion. You're getting him from like the 2.3 to the 2.5 or so. I've bought him in a couple leagues.
I think ideally he is what you're looking for at the running back position. You know, from that area, from the 2-3 to the 2-6, like I feel like that's what you're looking for. A running back who's going to be a starter and has upside in a PPR format. I don't know. So I've bought him a lot. I think he's pretty affordable.
Yeah.
Love Xavier Hutchinson. Smooth. I mean, everyone in the chat who's been with us on this channel for the offseason would know we would not shut up about Xavier Hutchinson. I mean, I would not stop talking about him. I'm obsessed with Xavier Hutchinson. Absolutely love him. I think if I've contributed anything to the rookie class, it's people's awareness of Xavier Hutchinson through YouTube. So yeah, big fan of his, and love the landing spot. Hate the draft capital, but love the landing spot.
Yeah.
Who are you more in on, James Cook or Rachaad White? For me, it would be Rachaad White. I've never been a James Cook guy. Don't think he ever has. I just don't think he's ever going to be a workhorse running back. I don't see it happening. But I think Badaki probably would go James Cook there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I will go James there. Yeah, I was just reading something. Yes, I will go James Cook. I see, the pass catching upside there. I also see the ground ability, even though they did bring in Damian Harris. But and I love the draft capital there for James Cook. I think it's a great offense. Just gotta wait and see what that looks like. But I will go James Cook.
Yeah. Okay, that is the draft. And if we're looking at our teams here, my starting lineup isn't set yet. I'm gonna have to decide on some moves to make. I mean, I'll probably drop Kareem Hunt. Nope, don't want to really put him on a watch list. Probably drop Kareem Hunt at this point. I just don't really know what to do with him. I'll probably drop Zonovan Knight now that Israel Bannikanda is there. I got to make a couple more drops, but I feel pretty good about this team. We'll start Justin Fields. At running back, it'll probably be Connor and Monty. We might have Damian Harris find his way into that starting lineup at times. Devon A-Chain potentially. Then at wide receiver, we've got Waddle, Olave, London, Amari Cooper. We'll have Burks find his way into the rotation. JSN will find his way into the rotation as well. And then who knows what happens with Mims. And at tight end, we figure that out with Dallas Goedert. At our super flex spot, we've got Geno Smith. I think he'll probably start the year on the super flex. We've also got Bryce Young, which we can sprinkle in there. Who knows what happens with Trey Lance or even Baker Mayfield. You never know, but we've got a lot of options. Thanks for the sub, Brandon. We still got 3 first-round picks next year, so I'm loving seeing that on the team. And Badaki, your team currently looks like... Where is it?
Bougie Juju. So Zach's pulling that up here. My team: Patrick Mahomes, Josh Jacobs, Ramondre Stevenson, Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, Mark Andrews, Jalen Reed, Jerry Jeudy, and then Daniel Jones. And I do have Dalton Kincaid, Wando Robinson, Juju Smith, and Deuce Vaughn. So the bench is not too deep here. But this one, the league last year, let's see if I can run it back this year. The flex spot is my weakest. Jalen Reed, Dalton Kincaid. Who's going to be that guy? Maybe Wando takes a big step this year, which I'm believing for. But not much happening.
Yeah. Everyone in this league, there's a couple players I'm willing to trade. Send me 3rd round picks for Hunter Henry, 3rd or 4th round picks for Hunter Henry, probably Kenny Gainwell. I'd be willing to move. Jelani Woods, maybe Zamir White. Outside of that, I feel like we are probably good to go.
Yeah.
That's probably the stream for today, y'all.
Yeah.
Some blockbusters. That was a fun one.
Yeah, it was. It was good. Made a couple trades myself. We have a Dynasty startup mock draft tomorrow, guys, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have some good content coming out for you this week. Stay tuned for that. Pretty sure Zach is going to say this, but I'll go ahead and plug it in. We do have a redraft channel, which we're pumping out content over there as well. Make sure you go check that out. Link is in the description.
Yeah, that's a good thing we should plug, actually, because we are going to be much more active on the redraft channel. Just each week, it's just going to keep ramping up more and more and more. Yep. So make sure you're subscribed over there if you like best ball, redraft, in-season formats. I just dropped 5 wide receivers that I think you should avoid in redraft this year. We've got sleepers, rankings, avoid players you need to draft, must draft wide receiver, running backs. I just drafted my recorded my must draft wide receivers, but we'll also be doing live streams over there. So make sure you're subscribed. You don't miss out on the fun over there. And then lastly, if you do want a team grade, we do a live stream every Sunday night where we grade your Dynasty team. And that's the way to unlock that is using our code LAND, LAND, at flockfantasy.com/land. Our code will get you 30% off your membership. If you choose a Mother Flocker tier, we'll grade one of your Dynasty teams on the live stream. You'll get the hotline, which is a direct DM for advice. You'll get your trades on our Dynasty Trade Show, which happen weekly. You'll get all of our articles from all the experts on the site, rankings from all the experts on the site. You can upload your own articles and rankings as we have a community page. We've got draft guides, databases, bonus videos, and more. So if you're interested in supporting, we're both pretty proud of this package that we're able to offer to you guys now. But outside of that, that's pretty much it for today. So we will see you guys tomorrow. As Badaki said, we'll do a Dynasty startup draft, and come hang out with us then.
All love, y'all.